Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Don Haskins Center. Before we begin our ceremony, we would like to ask for your cooperation. This ceremony is a solemn occasion that merits dignified behavior on part of the graduates as well as the audience. Please refrain from shouting out names and using noisemakers during the ceremony. Please silence all cell phones and electronic devices. Thank you for your cooperation and support. Welcome.
Damas y caballeros, antes de dar comienzo a nuestra ceremonia, nos gustaría que nuestra graduación sea una ocasión memorable para todos ustedes. Nuestros padres, familiares y amigos desean escuchar claramente los nombres de nuestros graduandos. Objetos que hacen ruido, teléfonos celulares, pelotas o cualquier otra forma de distracción quitan importancia a esta ceremonia tan especial para nuestros estudiantes. De antemano, muchas gracias por su cooperación.
Welcome to the commencement ceremony for Bel Air High School. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as faculty and staff, along with our Superintendent, Dr. Xavier de la Torre, the Board of Trustees, and the Executive Cabinet enter the Don Haskins Center.
Damas y caballeros, bienvenidos a la ceremonia de graduación de la preparatoria Bel Air. Favor de ponerse de pie mientras la facultad y el personal docente, acompañados por nuestro superintendente, el doctor Javier de la Torre, nuestra mesa directiva y el gabinete ejecutivo del Distrito Escolar de Ysleta, ingresan al Centro de Eventos Especiales Don Haskins.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Bel Air High School class of 2016.
Damas y caballeros, demos la bienvenida a la generación del 2016 de la preparatoria Bel Air.
Good afternoon, parents and guests. Thank you for being here this evening. Your sons and daughters have worked hard to be in these seats. May I ask that all the Bel Air alumni please raise both of your hands. Thank you. I asked for you to recognize yourselves as Bel Air alumni because from this point on in this celebration, you are our students' role models. This is your child's welcome into the adult community of Bel Air. Please help me make this ceremony dignified and memorable by refraining from shouting. This is not a sporting event. If you have not seen your child in more than 10 minutes, we will ask why. Please honor your student by respecting the dignity of the ceremony. We may begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Kayla Younger, Bel Air Senior Class President of 2016. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the Bel Air Junior ROTC Color Guard. Commanding the Color Guard is Cadet Command Sergeant Major Jesus Perez, Cadet First Lieutenant Triana Pacheco, Cadet Second Lieutenant Mayra de la Rosa, and Cadet First Lieutenant Alan Orneales. Graduating seniors, you may keep your mortarboards on at this time. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. Please remain standing as Bel Air seniors sing our national anthem, followed by the pledges of allegiance and a moment of silence. You Bel Air lads and lasses, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to our nation's flag and to the Texas flag, followed by a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please join me in the pledge to the Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a moment of silence in memory of those Highlanders we lost in this school year. Bel Air freshman student Leslie Arguelles, Ms. Betty Norman, science teacher. Her picture is displayed to the left. Eric Aofia, husband of Bel Air math teacher Mandy Aofia. Thank you. Please remain standing until the color guard has left the arena and the Bel Air alma mater has been completed. Now please welcome the Bel Air Choraleers as they sing. Now please welcome the Bel Air Choraleers as they sing Bel Air's alma mater, Where Winds Blow. Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated.
Good evening. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce our special guest. Please stand as you are introduced. From the YISD Board of Trustees, representative for the Bel Air area and Vice President of the Board, Ms. Connie Woodruff. President of the Board and representative for the Parkland area, Mr. Shane Haggerty. Secretary of the Board and representative for the Riverside area, Ms. Ana Dueñas. Mr. Sotero Ramirez III, representative for the Ysleta area. Mr. Mike Rosales, representative for the Eastwood area. And please give a warm welcome to our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Xavier de la Torre. Will members of the Superintendent's Cabinet please stand to be recognized? Thank you. Will the principals from our Bel Air learning community please stand as I call your name? From Hacienda Heights, Ms. Maria Aguilar. Mesa Vista Elementary, Ms. Heather Carnes. North Loop Elementary, Ms. Denise Jones. Ranchland Hills Middle School, Ms. Carmen Crawford. And from Hillcrest Middle, Mr. Dana De Ruin. Our own Bel Air High School administration, assistant principals, Mr. Wes Moniger. Dr. Octavio Sanchez. Mr. Josh Tovar. Ms. Candace Warren. And our senior assistant principal, Ms. Cindy Ponce. Our counselors, Mr. James Koblenz, Mr. David Castro, Mrs. Rosemary Frere, Ms. Rosie Mota, Ms. Jennifer Talamantes, and finally, Bel Air Student Activities Director, Ms. Silva McMinn. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the stage the leader of Bel Air Learning Community, Bel Air Principal, Mr. Luis D. Martinez.
Thank you. Oh, okay, you can go back now. Go ahead and come back when you go. Good afternoon and welcome. First of all, Ms. Woodruff, members of the Board of Trustees, I'm very proud to have 5 of you here, and especially for Dr. De La Torre, Superintendent's Cabinet, but Bel Air faculty and staff. Honored guests, parents, family, and friends, welcome to the Don Haskins Center as we celebrate Bel Air High School's class of 2016. A special thanks to Bel Air faculty. Please help me recognize 2015-16 Teacher of the Year, Mr. Alex Carrillo. And the 2016-17 Teacher of the Year, Mr. Rob Deibler. Bel Air faculty and staff, without you, this would not be possible. We would not be here to celebrate this occasion. Please stand, faculty, and let us say thank you. Parents, guardians, abuelitas, sobrinos, thank you for your love, your guidance, and support in bringing these students to this commencement. Thank you for being here in honor of this special occasion, the commencement for the class of 2016. There have been amazing accomplishments by Bel Air students in 2016. Athletic, academic, performing arts, extracurricular. But we hear about them all the time. Today, I want to celebrate those unsung heroes, those who worked for Bel Air and never sought the spotlight, from the individual to the majority. When I call your name or introduce your group, please rise. First, I want to recognize that I wear this kukui lei on behalf of Miss Mandy Aofia. The kukui lei symbolizes light. That light shines in Miss Aofia. She is the quality of teacher that I would ask to teach my own children. This year, while Ms. Aofia was coaching a tournament out of town, her newly married soulmate, Eric, lost his life in an automobile accident. Tragedy in and of itself is hard to bear, but Mandy became a hero when she wrote, "On the day my husband passed away, doctors informed us that the average number of salvageable organs from donors typically is 3. Eric had 8 usable organs, and 6 of those saved 5 lives across the nation." She said, "I'm very proud that his heart went to a patient in Dallas because his heart was always with the Dallas Cowboys. And I know that his heart will live forever in Dallas." On her behalf, Bel Air students initiated the 100 Highlander Hearts Project, which has now garnered local, state, and national recognition for Bel Air and a place in our souls for the Aofia family. Mandy, please stand and let us thank you for inspiring us all. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Mandy Aofia. Thank you. Second, the quietest hero I know. Please stand, Miss Janelle Kaime. She is everything that moms, dads, and teachers would want in their child. Ranked 4 in her graduating class, involved in nearly every community service, every academic, every extracurricular activity known at Bel Air. I want us to realize that in this young lady there is a spark. The original Mike Smith told me one day, Because of you, I'm striving in what I do and say to share that precious little spark, the one you give away. Janelle, you are our hero. Our second set of unsung heroes never spoke aloud, yet proved to be champions for their own dreams and in the process for Bel Air. Michael and Christopher Avalos, would you stand? These two young men teamed up to write their own version of the great American novel, Two Sides for Every Story. Identical twins born in Chicago, Illinois, and raised in El Paso, they were longing to write a book about twins and what it's like to be a twin. The dedication to their online book says, quote, "This book is dedicated to our mother, Monica Avalos, the students and faculty of Bel Air High School, as well as family and friends. Michael and Christopher, please accept our thanks for your quiet heroism. Mrs. Avalos, thank you for sharing your sons with us." Thank you, gentlemen. I would be remiss if I did not mention two seniors, both athletes, who made the effort to stop by almost daily to wish me and my staff a good day and to give us inspiration, never asking anything in return, simply coming by and telling me and the office staff how glad they are to be at Bel Air. Frankie Martinez and Erica Aguilar, would you please stand? Thank you for making me feel so much a part of what you do and so proud to be here. You are my heroes. Within this outstanding group of seniors was the inaugural group 3 years ago of what we called Project Inspire, a cooperative venture between Bel Air students and Eastwood High School, I can't even say that name, and that other school through Dale Carnegie trainers. The goal of Project Inspire was to show that no matter where we start, education and leadership are the keys to all success. Members of Project Inspire in the last 3 years have demonstrated initiative in every area of Bel Air life, from the Center for Health Professions to sports, academics, clubs, theater, visual arts, music, as well as journalism and criminal justice. Dale Carnegie graduates, please stand and be recognized. This is what we do. Thank you. And finally, as administrators, we have come to the realization that we don't get to interact on a daily basis with many of our students. We talk to the honor students, we talk to the athletes, and we spend a whole lot of time with the frequent flyers. My proudest recognition of the truly unsung heroes at Bel Air is this. Graduating seniors, parents and community, please note, graduating seniors who have been Highlanders for 4 years and have never had any discipline referrals in all that time, please rise. This is Bel Air. Thank you. In honor of Mr. Tovar, I would like to say, as I say, hasta luego, to the Highlander community, let me leave you with the words of the great boxer and humanitarian who passed this week. Muhammad Ali said this, and I want to leave you only, I am an ordinary man who worked hard to develop the talent I was given. I believed in myself and I believe in the goodness of others. I've made my share of mistakes along the way, but if I have changed one life for the better, I haven't lived in vain. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I am proud to be Bel Air. Annabelle. And now let me bring back to the stage Miss Annabelle Alvarez Chavez, our senior class vice president. Start here.
Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Xavier de la Torre, is a coach, a principal, a superintendent, but first and always a teacher. Dr. de la Torre, welcome to Bel Air.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Bienvenidos a todos. Today is a day of celebration, a day of accomplishment, an important rite of passage for your students worthy of recognition, reward, and celebration. Beyond the knowledge and skills that they have attained over the past 13 years, to some extent or another, they have also experienced circumstances and opportunities that have demanded sacrifice, discipline, resilience, resolve, and above all, perseverance. This is critical because these attributes, when coupled with communication skills, collaboration, critical thinking skills, and creativity, will play the greatest role in their economic prosperity, their social mobility, and the quality of life in general that they will enjoy as members of an increasingly complex and complicated global society. In essence, the future, the good and the great, are only separated by their willingness to sacrifice. American industrialist John D. Rockefeller once said, "I do not think that there is any other quality so essential to success as the quality of perseverance. It overcomes almost everything, even nature." Our greatest hope is that your time with us, students, has helped you reflect, recognize, and embrace all of the promise and potential that each and every one of you possess. The world that awaits you will be very different than the world that welcomed your parents and grandparents. But we take comfort in knowing that the Ysleta Independent School District's brand of education has afforded you a solid foundation upon which to build your life. Some of you are already committed to that next leg of the journey, whether it involves a post-secondary experience, college, university, trade school, or the military. These are all necessary and noble callings. Others are pioneers who are fueled by passion and determined to enter the labor market or pursue an experience of their own making. Although your efforts from here on out will help determine your future success, you did not reach this milestone on your own. Let me take a moment to tell you a story. Long before Thomas Alva Edison became the genius of his generation, his grade school teacher asked him to deliver a note to his mother immediately following the school day. As instructed, young Thomas approached his mother and he handed her the note, which she carefully read silently as tears streaked down her cheeks. When Thomas asked his mother what the note said, this is what she read: "Your son is a genius. This school is too small for him and doesn't have enough good teachers for training him. Please keep him at home. Teach him yourself." Many, many years later, after Edison's mother died and he became known as one of the greatest inventors of the century, he was looking through old family items and came upon a folded piece of paper in the corner of a desk drawer. He took the paper, opened it up, and on the paper was written, "Your son is addled, mentally ill. We won't let him come to school anymore. Keep him at home." It is said that Edison cried for hours, then he wrote this in his diary: "Thomas Alva Edison was an addled child that by a hero of a mother became the genius of a century." I don't share this with you because we wish that some of you had kept your children at home, although it may have crossed our mind at times. I share this with you, class of 2016, because the reality is that each and every one of you likely had and has an adult, a parent, parents, grandparent, uncle, aunt, sibling, or other who in your life believed in you and believes in you, who made sacrifices for you, who encouraged you along the way, and who's partly responsible for the celebration this evening. And so at this time, I'd like you to give all of them a round of applause, because it would not be possible without their support. Thank you. Football great Vince Lombardi, for whom the Super Bowl trophy is aptly named, once said the quality of a person's life is in direct proportion to their commitment to excellence, regardless of their chosen field of endeavor. Among you tonight, class of 2016, are outstanding students who long ago committed themselves to excellence during their time at Bel Air High School. Seniors Victoria Calzada and Miguel Martinez were among 1,000 students nationwide to receive the Gates Millennium Scholarship. The Gates Millennium Scholarship is a prestigious full-ride college scholarship that comes with personal and professional development as well as academic support. In addition, Miguel and fellow senior Sienna Mata were named National Hispanic Recognition Scholars after scoring in the top 5% of over 250,000 Hispanic students who took the PSAT. We congratulate these outstanding scholars on their dedication, ambition, and yes, persistence in pursuing their college dreams. The 21-member Bel Air Criminal Justice Academy, also known as the Justice League, led by Chief Kenya Parra and Assistant Chief Luis Martinez, completely dominated their competitors at the Texas Public Service Association state contest this spring. They came home with 11 gold medals, 4 silver medals, and 5 bronze medals. Congratulations to these talented Highlanders on their outstanding performance. Bel Air High School is back. Bel Air High athletes were also at the top of their game this year. 8 teams, including football, gymnastics, softball, basketball, and soccer, made it to the playoffs this year. In fact, Bel Air Volleyball made it to the playoffs for the very first time in 32 years. Congratulations to our talented athletes on another successful season. Now, we celebrate today, but the promise of tomorrow is never far behind. Your high school years are behind you, but I implore you not to let your education end here. In this day and age, it is almost necessary for you to earn a college degree, baccalaureate, multiple degrees, or advanced degrees, right? If you're going to enjoy the quality of life and the prosperous career that we all want for you. We believe that we have prepared you for the global society that awaits you, and we are confident that you will succeed. Congratulations to you and your proud families and friends who have helped guide you on this journey. We wish you only the best that life has to offer. Congratulations, class of 2016. We couldn't be prouder. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. De La Torre. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dr. Octavio Sanchez. I'm one of the assistant principals here at Bel Air High School. The Ysleta Independent School District promotes rigor through its participation in the Texas Agency's Distinguished Achievement Program, or DAP. DAP requires a level of performance beyond that what is expected of the general education students in a high school and is often a gateway into the university honors program. This year, we have 33 graduates for the class of 2016 that have earned the Distinguished Achievement Program medallion. DAP graduates, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. Character, leadership, service, and scholarship are the 4 requirements for introduction to the National Honor Society. Members of the National Honor Society in the class of 2016, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. In addition, Bel Air High School puts into practice the district's vision of multilingualism and culturalism. Will students who have earned dual language certification, members of the National Honor Society and Spanish National Honor Society, please stand to be acknowledged by the district's vision, being fluent in 2 or more languages. Please stand to be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated.
Members of the military preserve our freedom. From the graduating class of 2016, several of our students have chosen to enlist in the armed forces. Would those members of the class of 2016 who have dedicated themselves to the military upon graduation please stand so that we may thank you for your commitment to our country. Thank you. You may be seated. Students in career and technology programs at Bel Air High School compete in various contests and apply for industry standard certifications in their chosen fields. Students of the Bel Air Centers for Health Professions, Health Occupation Student Association, Technology Student Association, and the Texas Public Service Association have demonstrated that they are prepared and inspired to continue their education in a four-year college, university, or institution of higher education. Will all HP, HOSA, TSA, TPSA students please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. Thank you, Bel Air, for 5 years.
Community service is now an important component of earning a high school diploma in the Ysleta Independent School District. Ashley Loy, a member of the Bel Air Health Professions, completed an incredible 1,022 hours. Altogether, the class of 2016 completed more than 72,000 hours of service within our community. Students who individually performed more than 300 hours of community service have earned a black and white cord. This year, 101 graduates have earned this honor. Will all students who earn the black and white community service cord please stand to be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated.
Making the top 10% of a graduating class is a qualifying factor in earning scholarships and awards. Top 10 graduates are guaranteed admission to most Texas colleges and universities. This year's top 10% are dressed in blue. These students at this time, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. Bel Air High School has traditionally led the way in scholarship offers among the schools in our district and in the city of El Paso. This year's class of 2016 has earned more than $5.7 million in scholarship offers. All students who received a post-secondary financial aid offer, including scholarships, grants, or military monies, please stand to be recognized at this time. Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, may I introduce the assistant principal for the senior class, Ms. Cindy Ponce.
Parents and graduates, seniors of 2016, these 10 students have the distinction of achieving the highest grade point average in their class over the entire high school career. Please stand and remain standing as I call your name. At number 10, Grisha Diaz Martinez. Number 9, Jason Gutierrez. Number 8, Kenya Para. Number 7, Cristo Flores. Number 6, Esmeralda Apodaca. Number 5, Samantha Nieto. Number 4, Janelle Camille. Number 3, Sienna Mata. Number 2, Victoria Nicole Casada. And number 1, Miguel Enrique Martinez. Ladies and gentlemen, the top 10 students of the class of 2016. You may be seated.
What an awesome night. The student whose dedication to academic excellence, whose overall grade point average was the second highest in this outstanding graduating class, has earned the title of Salutatorian. We waited and waited and waited, and on the very last day, we calculated grade point averages within 0.02 of one another. Before I introduce Miss Victoria Calzada, please help me congratulate Victoria's parents and family, Mrs. Armida and Mr. Victor Calzada. Would you please stand? Thank you for an amazing job with your child. Mr. and Mrs. Calzada, for your family, the Student Council would like to present you with a floral bouquet. Ladies and gentlemen, the salutatorian of the class of 2016, Miss Victoria Calzada.
Good evening, fellow classmates, family, friends, faculty, and staff of Bel Air High School. It is my true honor to be up here welcoming the class of 2016. It's hard to believe this day is here. It doesn't feel that long ago we entered as uncertain freshmen. And it seems like it was just yesterday that we began our last journey as Highlanders. Our farewell tour began in the stadium bleachers at 5 a.m. last August for senior sunrise. At that time, we only dreamed about being in the Don Haskins Center 10 months later, ready to receive our diploma. We then began the studying, the tests, the Friday night football games, homecoming, more studying, and more tests. There were moments we were sky high from our successes, and moments that had us almost in despair. Projects and even more studying followed, while fighting a dreaded case of senioritis. 9 months later, from that day in August, we put on our finest suits and dresses for prom. This year, we've had great experiences and met amazing people we wish we met years ago. We also parted from some friends and relationships simply because our paths were no longer meant to intersect. Now we're all here, eager to walk across this very stage and be handed the diploma we've earned. Life will cause many of us to find ourselves distant from the close Bel Air community. Even so, it's important to realize we will always be part of each other in some way. Highlanders, I know that a lot of us are sitting here eager to venture out and see what this life has to offer us. It's important to realize that each and every one of us has the potential to do meaningful things, whether that is in the workforce, in the military, or, as for the majority of us, furthering our education at a college or university. Right now, we feel proud of our accomplishments and invincible as we face the world. However, the truth is, while life is going to present us with innumerable opportunities, we're still going to experience obstacles along the way. It's important to remain humble while climbing the mountain to reach the prize being our life goals. No matter what you decide to do after walking across this very stage, all of us have the power to go out and to make a difference. You and I are now equipped with an education that no person can take away from you. The fun part about where we are today is that there is no endpoint. Our graduation is not the closing credits to our movie. Instead, it's merely the scene where the main characters, we, are given the opportunity to accomplish our goals. Never forget that moment when we feel we've reached the top in life and mastered whatever we see as our prize. It is that moment when we most need to keep striving to do better. Once we think we're good at something, we often stop seeking improvement, and we continue to fool ourselves into thinking that we are invincible. We must thank the hands that led us to where we are right now. The future is ours to make. As we each continue to climb our own mountains, we cannot forget to thank the ones who've been here all along to push us and to catch us. To each of our families, especially my mom and my dad. Thank you for being disciplined, supportive, and loving when we needed it most. To our friends, thank you for always believing in us. To our beloved teachers and others who have watched us grow, not only in our studies and activities, especially to my mentor, Dr. Laura Olson, thank you. Last, but never least, to the big man upstairs, who has blessed us these 4 years, allowing them to be some of the best we have ever experienced. Always remember that the ones who love you the most are often going to be your greatest critics. As each of us is climbing our own mountain, let us remember that each step counts. Sometimes we'll need to get to someone's level in order to build them up, and that's okay. Be passionate, be studious, be faithful, be strong, be happy, be humble. But most importantly, and above all, be kind. That way, we can positively influence our peers. Hall of Famer Jackie Robinson once said, "A life is not important except on the impact it has on other lives." Congratulations, class of 2016. We did it.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I would like to present Miss Victoria Calzada with her medallion that says Salutatorian and recognizes her accomplishments at Bel Air High School. On behalf of Bel Air administration and the YISD district, congratulations, Salutatorian. Thank you so much. At this time, it is my honor to present the #1 ranked student of the class of 2016. His overall grade point average was beyond compare in this outstanding class. Mr. Miguel Enrique Martinez has earned the valedictorian title through his dedication to everything and his willingness to accept and to conquer every challenge. Come on up. Before I introduce Miguel, I must recognize the support and encouragement of his friends, his teachers, and most significantly from his mother, Miss Yesenia Pagan. Please, if you will stand up, Miss Pagan. And his father, Mr. Martin Martinez. Please, Martin, stand up. Again, Mom, please accept this floral bouquet on behalf of the class of 2016. And with that note, I'm honored to recognize the Bel Air Valedictorian of 2016, Mr. Miguel Enrique Mike Martinez.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, and class of 2016. We are going to die. And according to evolutionary biologist Richard Dawkins, this makes us the lucky ones. Most people are never going to die because they're never going to be born. The potential people who could have been here in my place, but who will in fact never see the light of day, outnumber the sand grains of Arabia. Certainly, those unborn ghosts include greater poets than Keats and scientists greater than Newton. We know this because the set of possible people allowed by our DNA so massively exceeds the set of actual people. In the teeth of these stupefying odds, it is you and I who are here. This perspective on death, on existence, comes from Richard Dawkins' book, Unweaving the Rainbow. The simple truth is that we are so incredibly fortunate to be alive, to exist as who we are. A change from T to C in your DNA in just the right place, and you wouldn't be you. Everyone else, all of those unborn ghosts, are drowning in the blackest, densest, vastest sea. Exactly how many of these ghosts are damned to remain there forever is uncountable. You were one of these souls, Yet you were fished out and given a heartbeat and a mind. You are incredibly special. I tell you this because I want you to understand just how extraordinary you really are. Any one of those gazillions of ghosts could be in your stead. Some of them would go on to become the next great artist, philosopher, scientist. Some of them would have destroyed the world by now. An infinite array of people, both infinitely and infinitesimally good, each with their own mind and own agendas, could have taken your place. But it's you who's here. It's you who's a human being, who can be infinite in faculties and noble in reason, who can harm and heal, who can hide and discover. This is what sets you apart from all of those wailing in the sea of non-existence. You are able to observe from and learn from and change the world around you. It is your obligation to use this opportunity to its fullest. Your life is but an ephemeral print on the sands of time, and soon you will be dragged back to the sea from which you came. How then can you use your time here to its fullest? I think there are many answers to that question, but most of them boil down to a few simple truths. Number one, strive to be happy. Number two, strive to make others happy. And number three, strive to make the world suck less. Many of you feel like these goals, broad as they are simply impossible to achieve. That's simply not the case. Even a shoemaker, a job that seems to have no importance in the world, mends souls. Even if your life or your job is banal or mundane, even if you're carrying the entire world on your shoulders, even if you are hindered by whatever circumstances, you can always try to make these goals a reality in your life because of your human power, because you are here. If there's anything you should take from this, it should be this. You are a paradox of significance and inconsequentiality who has the ability to change from and learn from the world around you. You can really do mostly anything you desire. I say mostly because no matter how hard you try, you can't ever be as cool as Daniel in his white Vans. But in reality, you can do anything you desire because you are lucky enough to be born. All you have to do is direct your passion, your diligence, your intelligence, your humanity to achieve your goals. If anyone should believe in you, that person should be you. Good luck in all of your endeavors, and I hope every single one of you finds peace and happiness. Congratulations, class of 2016.
On behalf of Ysleta ISD and Bel Air High School, I would like to present Miguel with this medallion that signifies him as the valedictorian of the class of 2016. In addition to that, I would like to present this certificate that states Miguel Enrique Martinez has been defined as the highest ranking graduate of the senior class of 2016 at Bel Air High School. Miguel, congratulations. At this time, I'd like to re-welcome Kayla Younger and Annabelle Chavez to the stage, please.
At this time, on behalf of the class of 2016, we would like to proudly present Bel Air High School with our senior gift. Our gift is 2 purified water bottle refill stations that will be placed in the 100 Hall and in the new Dibler Gym.
These water stations will replace the drinking fountains because all of our children carry with them water bottles to hydrate themselves. This is truly a gift for the future. Thank you, senior class. I accept your gift on behalf of the 2,000 students who will benefit from your legacy. We will remember you always. Now we continue with the prestigious Highlander Award, which exemplifies those best in spirit, pride, and potential at Bel Air High School. Many seniors have been nominated and deserving of this award, but only 10 are selected. Students, as I call your name, please come to center stage to receive your award from Ms. Ponce and from Mrs. McMinn. Please remain on the stage until all awards have been presented. In no particular order, our first Highlanders nominating teacher, Mr. Rene Silva, says of Highlander number 1, he made history by being the first track athlete from Bel Air High School to qualify for the Texas 5A State Track and Field Championships since 1996. If his performance in the classroom and on the track are any indication of his ability to be a successful member of society, I have no doubt in my mind that he will represent Bel Air and its community with the dignity and the big red pride it deserves. Brian Gonzalez, please step forward as our first Highlander 2016. Correle, mijo. Her nominating teachers say Highlander number 2 has consistently demonstrated a strong work ethic and a dedication to her artistic success. Her efforts have produced high-quality results time and time again. She's been very active in class, always taking initiative in her projects. Her presentations and assignments were consistently among El Paso's best, as evidenced by her multiple awards and over 20 exhibitions of her work as a high school senior. It has been our pleasure and honor to have been able to be a part of the development of such a wonderful young lady. She is one of those students, says her teacher, who reminds us why we do what we do. Her light shines onto others immediately. Her sophomore year, she gathered up a team of 12 Bel Air artists, 2 yearbook photographers, and other volunteers to produce the greatest mural the El Paso Children's Museum has ever seen. She is a leader who is a regular student who did not want at any point to call attention to herself. Too late. Cynthia Garcia, please come down and accept Highlander number 2. Highlander number 3. His nominating teacher says, quote, "One thing that will always stick out in my mind is how hard he battled against opponents, while the most thing important in his mind was making his teammates successful and winning games. He epitomizes the concept, team before me. He is a member of DECA and loved to help tutor fellow classmates in their academics. He is an active member of Cristo Rey Catholic Church. He has a heart of gold and always lends a helping hand to the homeless and needy. In fact, I'm giving him away. He has anonymously given sizable gift cards to fellow Bel Air students who were in desperate need of money and had hit a tough time in life. To pay for those gift cards, he worked part-time in construction on the weekends and never told anybody. Ladies and gentlemen, Highlander number 3, Big Country, Ruben Mendoza. Highlander number 4. I love this part. Highlander number 4 is no stranger to anyone at Bel Air. Her nominating teacher stated she was part of the team that changed and made history in Bel Air volleyball, helping them to playoffs for the first time in 32 years with an outstanding 10-2 record. She is a member of the Bel Air Center for Health Professions, and in addition, she is involved in the community, engaged in numerous activity, serving those in need. Academically, her work ethic and discipline are reflected in her grades. She is a member of the top 10. Her leadership on the court, in the classroom, and in the community makes her worthy of this award. Grecia Martinez Diaz. Please accept our congratulations. According to numerous teachers, Highlander number 5 is the success story to which we should all aspire. She has maintained her focus and determination throughout her 4 years at Bel Air, but beyond that, she is kind, conscientious, and humble. She is the role model of what an ESL student should be. Her first entry into the United States was Bel Air as a freshman. When she was nominated to participate in Project Inspire as a sophomore, she declined, stating, "No puedo hablar inglés como líder." I said, "You are capable," and she continued to participate. She not only, since a sophomore, has grasped the English language, but surpassed many of our native speakers. One of her teachers said she has the potential to be the next Mother Teresa or Marie Curie. Academically, within 4 years, she has qualifying scores on 5 advanced placement exams. She has earned a spot in the top 10%. She is a member of DECA, demonstrates good behavior, good grades, good attendance, and is involved deeply in her church and her school. She is living proof that the dual language program at Bel Air High School works. She is proficient in both English and Spanish, and beyond proficient in the language of mathematics. Our next hero, Highlander number 5, Salma Reyes Nava. Please come down. Salma, somos muy orgullosos de ti. When it comes to the word organization, Highlander number 6 is the master. As the commander of the Criminal Justice League, she led her squad to state competition, and for a 3rd year in a row, our students cleaned up. In addition, she and the forensics team won at state for the 2nd year in a row. She holds officer positions in 5 clubs on campus and is the president of 3 of those 5 clubs. She has many accomplishments in her name, such as 2-time state champion in forensic investigations, National Honor Society, Spanish Honor Society, and has been named the Dual Language Student Outstanding Member of 2016, as well as Photographer of the Year for Yearbook. She has amassed over 300 community service hours, involving herself in a variety of programs, including church, youth groups, civic groups, to name a few. Kenya Parra, you are Highlander number 6. I hate to give these away at the beginning. I love the suspense, but this one's kind of tough. Highlander number 7 started his young life working, bent over in the fields. From an early age, when he found himself deprived of an education, he knew that if he ever got the opportunity, he'd never pass it up. His nominator states, quote, "He is one of the most inspirational students I have ever known. Because of his struggles, he will never let his education or his opportunities slip away." He is also leader of the Justice League competitive team, Luis Martinez. Please join us as Highlander number 7. Luis, I apologize. Every time someone has called your name in the hallway, I have responded. Felicidades. The teacher who nominated Highlander number 8 says she is one of those students that an instructor is unlikely to forget. Many of us have struggled through unforgiving circumstances. However, not one of us has demonstrated the quiet resilience of our next Highlander. She has completed significant community service hours through the Border Patrol Explorers, is highly thought of by her DECA and criminal justice instructors, and she will pursue a career in nursing, and more than likely, Highlander number 8 will make a mark on the world. In her quiet, unassuming ways, Miss Ysleta Quintero Torres has earned a spot on our Highlander team. Ysleta, congratulations. We're not waiting a long time, girl. I love this. 8 down, 2 to go. Highlander number 9. Congratulations. Highlander number 9 teacher started his nomination with this, quote, "Learning is at the core of this next recipient's personal integrity, manifesting itself in subtle yet authentic academic diligence." There was more, but I quit reading after that because I'm not sure that anyone would comprehend the circumlocution that comprised the remainder of the attribution. Another nominating teacher simply stated, "This young man is an outstanding student who's always given 100% on all of his academic and extracurricular activities. As a member of the Army Junior ROTC program, he has contributed numerous selfless hours of hard work and dedication toward community service activities. He was part of the Bataan Memorial Death March, J-Lab Orienteering, Cadet Challenge Arm Drill, and the Battalion Color Guard teams. His greatest accomplishment as a cadet this year was being selected battalion commander during his senior year. Highlander number 9, Mr. Sean Niederhauser, would you please come forward?" In the case of Highlander number 10, last is certainly not least. Multiple teachers stated, quote, "He stands way above his peers as a Bel Air scholar. He has represented Bel Air by successfully competing in UIL math, high Q, innovation challenge, and guitar." One teacher says, quote, "He is the modern Renaissance man. He can skillfully play classic guitar and then sit and intelligently discuss the works of Orwell or Aldous Huxley as they relate to ethics, politics, and economics." His other teacher says he is well-read and has demonstrated a love for learning well beyond that of almost any student that I've taught in the last 10 years. His thirst for learning is what every teacher wishes for in every student. His greatness and his humility goes beyond that I have seen, because he would rather not be accomplished and not be acknowledged for those accomplishments. He simply does what is right because it is right and the right thing to do. Without question, our final Highlander goes to Bel Air Valedictorian Miguel Mike Martinez. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the 2016 Highlanders. Let's give them a big hand. As they make their way back to their seats, please put your attention to the rear of the stadium, and we would have the Bel Air Band and Pipes play Highlander Cathedral in honor of our graduates. Graduates, would you please stand? Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. We would like to give a special thanks to our directors, Mr. Manny Talamantes, Mr. Christopher Martin, and our pipe consultant, Ms. Marla Manning. Thank you. And now, drum roll, please. Mrs. Woodruff. Let's have it. Mrs. Woodruff. Members of the Ysleta Independent School District Board of Trustees, Superintendent de la Torre, I now certify that these members of the senior class of Bel Air High School, the class with class of 2016, has satisfactorily completed the course of study prescribed for graduation by the state of Texas, the Texas Education Agency, and the Ysleta Independent School District. Ms. Woodruff, on behalf of the Bel Air administration, would you please accept this class for certification? Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Connie Woodruff.
Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. As Board Vice President and Representative for the Bel Air area, it is my honor and pleasure to participate in tonight's ceremony. High school graduation is such an important event in our students' lives, so I'd like to express my deepest thanks to all the family and friends who supported them on their path toward a bright future. I'd also like to thank the faculty and staff of Bel Air High School for their commitment to our students. Through your hard work and persistence, our graduates now have the knowledge, skills, and encouragement they need to take on their college and career goals. Bel Air High School has a long and proud tradition of excellence in its graduates. Just recently, I had the privilege of meeting alumni from the old Bel Air Junior High. These wonderful people reminded me of the great accomplishments of the past. Now, as the Ysleta and the Bel Air learning community begins the process of uniting Hillcrest and Ranchland with the construction of the new Bel Air Middle School, we celebrate the contributions that Bel Air alumni have made and look forward to a new generation of Highlanders. Class of 2016, you're about to join this elite group of alumni. Remember the example they have set for you. They have paved the way for your future, which is full of opportunities to make a difference in the world. You represent the hope and spirit of the community and a long tradition of excellence at Ysleta Independent School District. We wish you only the best as you set out to achieve your goals. And now, seniors, it is my pleasure to announce that you have successfully completed your education at Ysleta Independent School District. Mr. Martinez, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I hereby accept that these students have fulfilled the requirements of the Texas Education Agency and are eligible to graduate. Congratulations, Highlanders. Best wishes to the class of 2016, and remember our motto, loyal forever. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mrs. Woodruff, members of the board, Dr. De La Torre. May I invite you and our guests to please come forward and assist us with the awarding of diplomas. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment for which we have waited. I'm going to ask you, I'm going to implore you, I'm going to exhort you, please allow us to hear your child's name and the name of those other graduates. The party will be afterwards. Please allow us the dignity of this ceremony. And now, Mr. James Koblenz, Bel Air Counselor, will begin the roll call of graduates. Esmeralda Apodaca. Victoria Nicole Calzada. Janelle Ustembaste Caime. Grecia Carolina Díaz Martínez. Crystal Alexis Flores. Jacqueline Daniel Gutiérrez. Miguel Enrique Martínez. Siena Miranda Mata. Samantha Nieto. Kenya Lisette Para. Kayla Lynn Younger. Annabelle Irene Alvarez Chavez. Desiree Daniel Acuña. Alejandro Magallanes. Jomonique de Santiago. Cristina Daniel Domínguez. Natalie Flores. Isaiah Elijah Acosta. Alexander Acuña. Elizabeth Ellen Aguayo. Erica Rose Aguilar. Jonathan Ray Aguilar. Isaiah Joshua Aguilera. Vanessa Aguirre. Rachel Gabriela Alarcón. Jasmine Doralyn Alba. Damien Matthew Almanzar. Delilah Inés Alvarado. Amanda Andrea Alvarez. Stephanie Renee Alvarez. Jonathan Anaya. Delilah Jillian Anguiano. Amber Michaela Aragón Alvarado. Juan Gerardo Arango. Andrea Arcila García. Mónica Alexandria Argueta. Kiana Nicole Armas. Samuel Arredondo III. Fabian Enrique Avalos. Christopher Robert Avalos. Michael Robert Avalos. Yvette Hevetia. Alexis Ayala Portillo. Marco Javier Baca. Alexander Jonathan Bailey. Matthew J. Valderrama. Rebecca Ann Valderrama. Cynthia Saraí Banuelos. José Luis Barrientos. Christopher Bautista. Samantha Bautista. Stephanie Nicole Bautista. Kaylee Ray Beltran. Christian Daniel Benavente. Carlos Alfonso Benavente Torres. Teresa Michelle Betancourt. Ariana Salomé Blanco. Daniela Blanco. Victor Daniel Bonilla. Christian Borunda. Joseph Valentino Borunda. Abraham Antonio Botello. Ana Luisa Bustamante. Eric Alejandro Bustillos. Priscilla Caballero. Ilian Paola Cabello. Joshua Alejandro Caldera. Brittany Nicole Calvillo. Anaí Campos Lasalde. Cecilia Delilah Cárdenas. Ariana Renee Carmona. Samantha Destiny Carrasco. Enrique Carrillo Jr. Jesús Alberto Carrillo Sainz. Ilsi Carizales. Luis Miguel Casas. Damien Castañeda. Susana Jacqueline Castillo. Alex Keith Ceballos. Raymond Cedillo. Pedro Ciniceros. Saúl Ciniceros. Sabeth Ciniceros Hilaramente. Ashley Joe Cervantes. Alexis Chacón. Eduardo Chacón Carmona. Elijah Isaiah Chagoyán. Juan Antonio Chaires. Moisés Samuel Chávez. Sergio Alejandro Chávez. Arturo Ceriza. Amanda Nicole Contreras. Jesús Alonso Contreras. Iván Cordero Román. Rosendo Coral. Úrsula Guadalupe Correa. Guadalupe Alejandra Cortés. Adrián Iván Cruz. Alexandra Cruz. Jonathan Cuellar. Jamie Nicolette Darcy. Vanessa Aide Dougherty. Brandon Day. Kimberly de la Peña. Adrián de la Trinidad. Samantha Alejandra Delgado. Gladys Antoinette Díaz. Jonathan Díaz Menchaca. Iliana Domínguez. Viridiana Ariel Doporto. Amy Duarte. Aaron Alexander Durán. Jessica Enríquez. Sergio Humberto Enríquez Jr. Andrea Escobar. José Andrés Escoto. Moisés Espino. Daniel Espinosa. Joana Espinosa. María Celeste Espinosa. Michelle Esquivel. Amanda Estrada. Oscar Phoenix Favela. Julio César Fernández. Olivia Fernández. Sarah Alexis Fernández. Cameron Fisher. Adrian Flores III. Brenda Cecilia Flores. Christopher Juan Flores. Lionel Adoné Franco Vázquez. Michael Elijah Fuentes. Isis Gabriela Galindo. Lester Gallegos. Rudy Gallegos Jr. Jennifer Verónica Galvez. Kane Gamón. Areli Gandaria. Ashley Marie Garcia. Cynthia Annette Garcia. Emery Bethany Garcia. Isaac Manuel Garcia. Marco Antonio Garcia. Sabrina Iván Garcia. Vianette Alejandra Garcia. Jeanette Carla Gaitán. Derek Andre Gilmore. Joel Omar Golston. Yesenia Gómez. Gerardo González. Juan González IV. Mark Anthony González. Angela Guadalupe González Chinsu. Angelica González. Brian Jordan González. Isabel Daniel González. Jacqueline Isabel González. Jasmine González. Jessica Odalis González. Manuel González. Stephanie Valeria González. Miguel Antonio Grijalva. Alejandra Guerra. Destiny Esmeralda Guillén. Gabriel Gutierrez. Isabel Gutierrez. Jonathan Leonardo Gutierrez. Luna Priscilla Gutierrez. Samantha Gutierrez. Tony Gutierrez. Stephen Anthony Guye Jr. Claudia Denise Guzmán. Adán Alejandro Hernández. Adrienne Renee Hernández.
I'm afraid of letting them.
Alexis Mercedes Hernández. Analia Hernández. Christopher Hernández. Joseph Román Nicolás Hernández. Lauren Miche Hernández. Miranda Nicole Hernández. Uriel Hernández Ordóñez. Mariana Hernández Vázquez. Robert Herrada. Pamela Carolina Herrera. Ivan Huerta. Stephanie Huerta. Astrid Florina Ibarra. Diego Gerardo Ilián Castillo. Carla Alejandra Erigoyen Torres. Roberto Jaques Jr. Andrew Michael Jiménez. Dania Idalí Jiménez. Paulina Nicole Jimenez. Lily Marie Johnson. Romeo Dreshan Johnson. Alma Rosa Juarez. Brenda Yesenia Juarez. Ryan Isaiah Juarez. Marlene Edith Collar. Alan Kwong. Esteban Valentín Lara. Alicia Victoria Ley. Jonathan Ley. Louis Aaron Leyva. Kristen Alexis Licerio. María Guadalupe Limas Velasco. Pedro Lira Pru. Gerardo Ilaú Loera. Keith Emiliano Loera. Andrea Josefina López. Brianna Rose López. Jesús Rodolfo López. José Edgardo López. María Isabel López. Obed López. Paola Karina López. Ashley Lloyd. Jesús Adrián Loya Valtiera. Cassidy Ray Lucero. Sarah Marlon Lucio. Edward Luna IV. Alberto Madariaga. Samantha Ann Madrid. Edith Marquez. Ashley Brianne Marufo. Adam Austin Martinez. Ephraim Artemis Martinez II. Frankie Antonio Martinez. Gabriel Martinez. Rocio Martinez. William Martinez. Luis Gerardo Martínez Gómez. Armando Iván Martínez Mesa. Michael Anthony Mascoro. Pearl Mata. Brandon Joel McKinney. Jorge Medina. Stephanie Patricia Medina. Vanessa Patricia Medina. Karina Araceli Medina Rodríguez. Alfredo Medrano III. Janet Noemi Melendez. Yasmín Adre Melero. Daniel Eduardo Melgoza Bravo. Naivid Isabel Méndez Palma. Alyssa Monique Mendoza. Ruben Mendoza. Gabriel Mercado. Leonardo Mesa Jr. Marissa Renee Mesa. Valerie Guadalupe Mesa. Matthew Isaiah Miranda. Gabriela Adeline Miranda Coronel. Abraham Montes Hernández. Faith Morales. Isel Aileen Morales. Israel Moreno. Valeria Susana Moreno. Danny Moreno Ramos. Arisbeth Yasmín Muñoz. Mark Anthony Muñoz. Josué de Jesús Murillo, Abel Isaac Muro, Sean Martin Niederhauser, Albert Anthony Noriega, Cassandra Ocampo, Samantha Eve Ochoa, America Ogaz, Ramon Ojeda Jr., Philip Christian Olan, Edgar Ramon Olivas Jr., Rubén Olivas, Anthony Michael Ortega, Leslie Paulina Ortiz, Juan Ortiz Gongora, Raylene Raquel Otero, Denise Gabriela Payares, Karen Monique Payares, Javier Pantoja, April Marie Parker, Miguel Angel Paston, Emanuel Pedraza, María Guadalupe Peña García, Jonathan Eric Pérez, Taya René Pérez, Xavier Alejandro Pérez Poggi, Courtney Alexis Pitalcu, Liz Alejandra Pichardo, Citlali Amber Pimentel, Ricky Pinales, Lisette Guadalupe Piñeda Tarín, Gabriel Piñón, Marcelo Piñón, Erika Leticia Poblano, Brian Ponce, Alessandra René Portillo, Carol Portillo, Christopher Isaac Portillo, Anabel Prieto, Samantha Prieto, Rafael Isaiah Propek, Jesús David Provencio, Christian Servando Quiñones, Alejandra Quiñones Villalobos, Tamara Elizabeth Quintana, Melanie Quiros, Grisela Ramírez, Salvador Ramírez III, Alexandra Nicole Ramos, Fabi Ramos, Gina Marie Ramos, Kimberly Renee Ramos, Vanessa Anel Ramos, Jaime Ramos Magallanes, Ramón Jesús Rangel, Jorge Luis Rascón, Pablo Daniel Raya, Salma Reyes Nava, Ashley Alejandra Reina, Andrea Lisette Rincón, Kevin David Ríos Castañeda, Ricardo Rivas, Jordan Giovanni Rivera, Michelle Rivera, Alicia Lidia Rodríguez, Ángel Rodríguez, Damien Rodríguez, Daniela Mónica Rodríguez, Isaiah Ryan Rodríguez, Raúl Antonio Rodríguez, Victor Armando Rodríguez, Soshi Rodríguez, Héctor Javier Rodríguez Gallardo, Cristalina Repke, Caricea Iris Rojas, Brisa Rojo, Paula Fernanda Rojo, Desiree Delilah Roman, Amber Rowland, Sofia Alejandra Raucho, Stephanie Ruiz, Isaiah Matthew Ruiz Trejo, Brian Omar Sainz, Isaiah Sainz, Brandon Salas, Astrid Janet Salazar, Elizabeth Grace Salazar, Danang Salcido Jr., María Fernanda Salinas Garza, Fadri Janet Samario, Samantha Renee Sánchez, Eduardo Sandoval, Marcelo Santillanes Rive, Marcus Anthony Sarmiento, Gilbert Steven Saucedo, Andrew Thomas Segovia Wegner, Karina Sida, Victor Sierra Jr., Jennifer Lisette Silva, Mario Alonso Solís, Odalis Teresa Silva, Jasmine Sosa, Oscar Alejandro Sosa, Pilar Jacqueline Sotelo Garcia, Christopher Soto, Eileen Celeste Soto, Jasmine Soto, Osvaldo Ivan Soto, Rosa Esme Soto, Michelle Gwen Suttle, Sabrina Renee Tabit, Damien Talavera, Giovanna Antoinette Talavera, Brandy Nicole Taylor, Lourdes Jacqueline Tellez, Jorge Iván Tinajero Gallardo, Demi Brianna Torres, Jeremiah Renaldo Torres, Josué Valentín Torres, Julesa Quintero Torres, Adi Torres López, Sarah Jacqueline Torres, Crystal Trejo, Mónica Lisbeth Treviso, Lanea Rosa Trujillo, Theo Ashley Trujillo, Mitchell Thomas Tucker, Janet Alejandra Urbina, Luis Roberto Valadez III, Sarah Angelina Valdez, Fernanda Valdez, Joshua Vincent Valdez, Marlena Valdez, José Luis Valdivia, Leslie Elena Valdeviso, Daniel Valenzuela, Sandra Montserrat Valenzuela, Esmeralda Valles, Annalyn Darlina Vara, Alejandra Idalí Varela, Salvador J. Vargas IV, Tyler Jacob Vargas, Adiva Inés Vázquez, Luis Diego Vázquez, Isaac Gabriel Vega, Kylie Love Verdín. Alejandro Alonso Vergara. Sarah Samantha Vicencio. Christopher Anthony Villa. Damaris Saraí Villa Medina. Alejandro Villalobos. Hunter Alexander Walker. Kyrie Trevon Whitaker. Samuel Joseph Workman. Luis Jesus Zambrano III. Isari Karina Zamudio. Ruth Zapata. Carlos Antonio Zaragoza. Brianna Zavala. Carla Fernanda Cepeda. Peter Abrams Hermino. Robert Joseph Simmerly. Joseph David Zuniga. And David Martinez Jr.
Class of 2016, please rise. Graduating seniors. Graduating seniors of 2016, please raise your right hand, take your tassel, and move it right to left to signify the completion of your high school education. Before closing, senior members of the pipe band will now play Amazing Grace in honor of our new graduates. to be the first to congratulate graduates, Bel Air class of 2016. Graduates, please follow your teacher out.